Alrighty guys, so it's a little bit different content for you. We're going to be tearing apart a remote controller for Dad there. His video game War Robots. He wanted this controller fixed because they don't make it anymore and he really likes it. So, let's hop into it. First, we're going to have to start prying apart these upper panels up here. They're just clip-in, see? Just gotta remember what sides they go on. And underneath, there will be all them screws. You take out a Phillips screwdriver. With this controller right now is that this, what would you want to call it there? That controller right there. Well, the spring isn't properly working on it right now. This side's actually working good. So, this has happened before. Dad's had me tear it apart before. That little tiny spring in there will just start to go bad. So that won't spring back for when you want it to. So, you just gotta put a new one in there. Not sure exactly what that one is doing, but nonetheless it came out. So, before we lose our screws that just fell out there, that's all the screws that came. Next, so what we gotta do, make sure that these go back in there for the vibrators. So, as you can see in the past there, that little tiny spring, we just mount back in there, because from factory what they have is way down in there, little tiny springs that push them back. Well, one had fallen out of here, so we just came up with a quick and dirty solution, putting a pen spring in there and mounting it. Well, the problem with this one is it does not have enough pressure back on this, so we're going to move that spring further up there so it has more pressure pushing back on that. So let's do that. Now we're getting it. There's the old spring that was in there. Let me just try to work the rest of this hot glue out of there. Little bonus for this video, guys. Today Dad asked me to 3D print him out a part for the loader here. So one of these tabs on there had broken out. So he had me test mock up a new one here in 3D printer with just like 15% infill PLA. So I'm gonna have to make another one with 100% PLA. So let's get this bad boy rocking. And I'll show you exactly how to do this. Alrighty. Infill. That'll do for now, not 100%, but 99, otherwise it screws up the pattern. Rim will have, Al looks happy right there. We're going to export out that G-code. So this is in Slicer here. I already made it in Tinkercad. So we're going to name this loader bracket. Since I already made that, we'll name it 4. Why not? And we're going to save this to my flash drive B, since I have 3 of them. Plug that down into your port, and then it'll pop up there, connects out of that, and then it'll say it has some error, but it doesn't. And then we'll select D, save it to that. There's a problem with that for some reason. Hold on, it did not export for some reason. Give me 1 second. Oops. Loader bracket 5 because that had issues. USB drive, save. Let's see. Now, unplug from there, plug in up here, go over here to your files. There was the previous one. USB drive we want though. Stuff I've printed. Let's just give it a moment to load. It says it's going to take us 2 hours and 30 minutes. Have 98.4 grams of mass, and we're doing it on PLAs. So that I'm also going to quickly, just for another bonus, grease it up. So use this. You put it on your arms here, just to keep them nice there. So let's do that quick. Alright guys, we got all lubed up, all our sliding arms. Now, we're going to hit the play button. Confirm. We are running PLA right now. So, it's weak, but it's plenty strong enough compared to our stuff. It's weak, but it's plenty strong. It's only 13 bucks a roll, or a spool I should say over there, and it lasts a long time. So, right now what you're seeing is it's going to do some bed leveling. It's going to make sure the extruder's clean and ready to print. See, it's heating up our bed and our extruder there. It's going to deposit a little bit in that back box there, make sure we're good and clean over there. Clean off the tip. And then it's going to perform bed leveling. Alright guys, well we got the printer all right, up and rolling over there. We're going to jump back into this. So, we're going to get back in this. Trying to get some of this hot glue out of there. So, we're going to get us a new pen here. New subject. And unscrew that. Pull that piece up. There's our new spring right there. So what we're going to do in there is we're going to make it as springy as humanly possible. So, we're going to rev up one of my favorite tools in the shop, the hot glue gun. Grab an extension cord quick. Get this warming up. While that happens, I might as well give you an update on the printer. Yeah. It is putting its first level on. So from there on out, it'll consistently just build itself up until it gets to the proper height and dimensions, and we'll have our part done. Right now we're sitting at 210 for the extruder and 60 degrees Celsius on the bed. And we're feeding in our PLA there. Give it a second, it's going slow. There you go. Slowly pushing in there into the extruder. Coming out as plastic, molten plastic there, which will then put out on the plate with very good precision within 2 thou, plus or minus. And it's relatively fast at it. What a machine. One of my favorites in the shop. So, enough with that. Back to the real project here. Getting you cartridge loaded in there as well. This is where that whole more than two hands thing would be nice. And jobs. But we could make do. Dang it. Didn't necessarily want that. Let's get that high up there as humanly possible. That's gonna get hot. It's decent enough. What I have, that springs back pretty nicely now. But I would say it's ready back in action. Let's just put the reassembly of it back together. Oops. Before I squish some wires in there that I don't want squished. Tuck all that stuff in. There we go. That's better. Put that back together. Let's make sure it's all clipped as nicely as it wishes to clip back in. Now, so your screwdriver. Start putting some screws back in here. And we'll really know if we did a good job. Put our clip-ons back in there. This bad boy. Is it this direction? Yeah, it's this direction. There. Does that look pretty nice? There's one job now in the books. And another on the way.